Hi guys. Today we are going to interview Bianca. So to give you some context, I met Bianca last year in Bay Area when I was interning at Yahoo. She was interning at Google. So I found her career story pretty interesting because she has interned at Google twice before and she didn't return for a full-time offer. She chose to do her own startup. So I'll leave it to Bianca to introduce herself and tell us about her startup.
Hi guys. Yeah, as Surab said, I'm working on my own startup right now. I have a co-founder. We're teaching people coding, and I did 3 internships at Google, and turning down the full-time offer was pretty hard because I thought maybe I won't get the chance again. But then I thought about it more, and I talked to some people, and I realized that won't happen. Like if you're good on from a technical perspective, then you'll probably get more offers, and it's not worth it to just get hung up on one opportunity that you're gonna miss. Right? You can work even if you get out of practice with interviews, you can train for a few months more and you'll get it. So it's not that big of a deal.
So I've used WellCode and I think it's a good website to learn Romanian. So yeah, it's an interesting concept to teach people to code. I would like my viewers to learn more about why you decided to start WellCode.
Yeah, we initially started WellCode, my co-founder and I, because we come from the national school system, and the national school system here doesn't prepare kids to be software developers, and a lot of teachers prompt their students to learn some algorithms by heart, and they never solve real problems. They never develop their problem solving abilities. So we thought that's kind of a big issue, because when you apply for a big company or when you want to do your own thing, problem solving ability is really, really helpful. So we started by training people in person to participate in coding contests in school, and then we decided, okay, we wanna increase the scale of it, and so we built a platform where people could learn C++, but also learn problem solving. The focus was on learning how to solve problems and being able to find solutions on your own without external help.
Petru also has interned at multiple places. He has interned at Facebook and Google, right?
And Palantir. Yeah.
And Palantir. So both of you have had multiple internships in Bay Area and other places in the world, in fact, and they chose to do this startup and they're enjoying it. So how many users have you reached so far?
We initially, when we launched the platform, we got at some point national TV coverage. So we got we got on the news, and people came on our website and checked it out.
Yeah.
So we had from 1,000 we jumped to, I think, 4,000 and 10,000, and now I didn't check our numbers recently, but we were at 50,000 when I last checked.
That's pretty good.
And thanks. And we actually switched our focus from reaching more people to making a greater impact into their lives.
Yeah.
So we turned our online course into a mentoring program where we're by their side watching them. I mean, not watching them literally, but they make a schedule for themselves, and we give them feedback, and we're basically there to guide them along. And people have much better results. Like they have to work for a minimum 20 hours per week, and in the end they train to get a software developer job. So we have people who don't have any background of this kind. So we get them from not knowing how to write code to being able to solve problems, and then being able to build apps, and finally to the place where they can get a job. And
so did you guys apply to Y Combinator?
We did. we haven't applied to this batch. Well, we're not at Y Combinator, so
But you guys did the startup school, right?
Yeah, we did the startup school, yeah.
So how was your experience?
It was great. We had a mentor. He was he founded Mattermost,
Oh, okay.
which is an alternative to Slack.
Oh,
And
okay.
he gave us some really great advice. We were at the point where we didn't really know what to do, and being part of that program. I mean, every time we got a mentor, it was great. Every time.
Yeah, yeah. Having mentors is super important at any point in life. I
Right?
feel so. Yeah. Um, so comparing our stories, right now I'm in this cushy job with free food and good work-life balance, and your case is handling more fires because you have written the code and you have only so much time to work on the code base. You also have to mentor people, you have to advertise your startup. So tell me more about your life. Like, how are you even handling stuff?
I think I'm switching from being a mentor to being a software developer, as you said. Right now, I haven't written code in a while, which is kind of, I mean,
Just
I
write a
only
code.
wrote like small features
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we have a small team of developers. We also worked with a friend to implement some cool feature that we
Nice.
just launched that analyzes your code better.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, you haven't seen it because it's in Romanian, so we didn't check it out.
So
But
are you guys planning to launch the website in English, like for English users?
yeah, we already have wellcode.com launched, so if you want to check it out.
Oh, I didn't check it out. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, we didn't really promote it because we launched it and we were like, at some point,
Okay.
it's
So,
gonna grow.
yeah. So a lot of people tend to fantasize these big companies. They take a job there and then they get comfortable. But you chose to go out of your comfort zone and do something you like because you know that you can always return to a big company if you like, right?
I don't know, but if that doesn't happen, I can always grow vegetables in my backyard and I won't die.
Okay, cool, cool. Well, so
It's
how is the tech scene in Romania? Do all the big companies have offices in Romania?
No, not at all.
Oh,
So Cluj-Napoca, the city I'm from, is
mhm.
called the Silicon Valley of Romania. It's not
Oh,
actually the Silicon Valley of Romania. I mean,
okay.
it is a big tech city. There's a
Uh-huh.
lot of tech companies, a lot of
Okay.
companies starting up,
Mhm.
and the focus is mostly on outsourcing.
Mhm.
There are some companies that do their own products.
Uh-huh.
Um, we have Bosch, we have Bitdefender that are here, we have HP, but you don't have Google or Facebook
Uh-huh.
or
Okay.
anything like that. We have Amazon in Iași. We have an
Uh-huh.
office there. They have an
Okay.
office there. We have some companies that are here,
Mhm.
but usually people who want to apply for big companies, they go outside the country and they prepare for technical interviews outside the
But
country.
I'm assuming you guys do have a strong competitive programming culture, like
Yes,
people
we do.
competing on code forces. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we don't like is the talent pool. There are a lot of people
Oh,
who
yeah.
prepare for contests in school
Yeah.
and then go to work for big tech companies. They just don't. A lot of them don't choose to stay in the country,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and there are some people who do. And yeah, we have a small community here of people who
Nice.
chose to stay here and do something. A friend who has also worked at Google and Facebook before, interned
Mhm.
at Google and Facebook, and he also rejected the Google offer.
Oh, nice.
And he has a blog in Romania. He has I think 120,000 subscribers, more than
Wow.
that, but I'm not sure how
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
And he's grown a lot. He's doing videos both on tech and lifestyle, and people are following him, and so he's promoting this in the country, so to say.
Nice. Nice.
If you're a programmer, you can choose
Yeah,
to.
you can work from anywhere.
You working at Google can also travel between offices.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I would like to conclude by asking you a few more questions, like one or two. Uh, so, what are some goals you set for yourself? Like by the end of the year, I want to see WellCode at so and so.
Mm-hmm.
What are your OKRs?
Yeah, of course we have revenue goals because that's measurable,
Uh,
and I'm not gonna say what the numbers are, but
yeah.
we wanna reach more people. We wanna keep steady, keep making an impact month to month. So even if we're not our main focus is not reaching thousands of people at a time, we still want to make an impact in people's lives. So we set a minimum of 40 people per month for the next months. We are not there yet, but
Mhm.
that's our goal, and also to bring more talent in the team. So have more mentors. We're currently 4 mentors, and we're not increasing at a high speed because we want to get people who know how to teach, how to guide people towards their
Yeah.
goal,
Yeah.
and who are also very good from a technical perspective. So we've so far worked with people we knew very well,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty sure we're gonna expand the team pretty soon.
Yeah. So I would like to conclude our interview with one last question. Do you have any advice for people who want to start up?
What I think is important is to always keep in mind what your previous background is and what if you're solving a real problem. So I've in the beginning when I was still in university, I was thinking about what I can do, what I can build. Even during classes in university, we could choose our project. So I was like, what could I be doing now that could help me or
Mhm.
help people,
Mhm.
help me reach people by doing this project? And I came up with all sorts of crazy ideas that never worked. I mean,
Okay.
there are a lot of stuff you could be doing that are kind of interesting but don't
Yeah.
actually make an impact. And
Yeah.
I always try to think about what will help people in some way and not just be something cool. But of course, if you're into games, you can build a game. If you're
Yeah.
into something else, it's just from my experience, building something that's in your area of focus is more valuable because you know you know what your product is about, you know how to build it so
Yeah.
as to impact people more. So for example, in our case, we ended up building WellCode, but we've already been teaching for but had been teaching for 8 years before. So
Yeah.
uh, we tried to build products before that weren't in the focus of teaching. They were like small things. They didn't work out,
Mhm.
and yeah, just I guess try it out, see what happens, and then if it doesn't work out, if it's not of real value to anyone, then just do something else and not
Yeah.
get hung up on it.
So I guess what you're saying is focus on product market fit, validate your idea.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but not necessarily that.
Mhm.
Um, Also, build something you believe in because that will help you get over the difficult periods where you're
Yeah.
like, should I be doing this or should I work for Google? Yeah, well, if it's important to you, then you work on it.
That makes sense because if you're leaving a good offer for building something you believe in, you better believe in it because there
Yeah.
will be phases. There will be phases when you have low energy. Doing a startup is definitely not easy. It pays off.
And also, I advise that if everyone who is starting up to get a mentor because for
Yeah.
us, every time we got short-term or long-term mentors, they've brought real value and they've opened up a new perspective. Even talking to people who are a bit more advanced than we were helped a lot because they knew a lot of stuff we didn't, and they could guide us along. But when we got a full-time mentor or like a person who is there watching what we do and giving feedback, we actually grew a lot more because we weren't just chaotically trying to do every stuff on this planet. We had a goal and we stuck to it, and when we didn't, he was like, "What are you doing? Stick to the goal."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So thank you so much for your time, and thanks for answering all the questions. Yeah.
Thank you. See you next time, guys.
See you
Sorry
next
for
time,
that.
guys. Okay. So that was our interview with Bianca. Stay tuned for future videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.